Hello everybody. Starting on the hot building for the night. We are going to start our walk here. We might end here too. I don't know. But let's start walking. Reed, we got the hot building just for you. Perfect person to come in first. Okay. All right. Hey, Jason. Oh, while we're here, we have a glimpse. I see the Empire State Building over there. It's purple and blue tonight, actually. That's a nice color combination. Hey, Gary. You can see that too. Over there, purple and blue tonight. Purple and blue. Really nice. Okay. Camera. The hot building. Okay, I really don't have a topic for today. I'm actually not sure how this walk is going ahead, so we're just going to start walking and talking. There's no specific plans for tonight's walk. I was going to do a big long walk earlier today, but I just got really busy. I had to do my whatnot orders, which every time I do them, it just zonks my energy out. I kind of hate packaging. And then I had to do some stuff in the shop, and then I started doing some art cards. I did 4 art cards today, which was pretty cool. I like doing the art cards. I like when I get inspired to do more. I gotta do more actually. But I figured I still need to get my steps in. So let's just start walking and we'll see what happens. See what the day will bring. Hey, Ralph. I kind of wanted to do a really big long walk today, which we missed out on. So, but then tomorrow I want to do the rat hunt / see what's going on in the neighborhood video. See all the cool night, excitement going on. Sort of productive. Not as productive as I'd like. It just every time I do packaging, it kind of zonks me out. I'm just not the biggest fan of packing things up. No, Joe, I did not see that video yet. I'll have to watch it after there's a concert going at Brooklyn Bowl. I'll have to check out his video after this. Joe, do you know if Bry's selling it on his whatnot, or is he doing it on his website, or how is he selling all of it? That I'm curious about. I'm curious. Jason was showing me a bunch of Golden Age stuff he was finding in Atlanta at the 2nd and Charles. There's a bunch of $3 4 colors and other stuff. Kind of a little bit too beat up and a little bit too common for me to have him go out of his way. But I do really appreciate that Jason was hunting for me a little bit. I thought that was pretty neat. Website. I'll have to check it out, see what's going on. No worries, Reed. We all have life things that we gotta pay for. Totally understand. I need to figure out something on my website too. So he wants $3,400. I'm gonna have to look to see what he has. I mean, is it like really like golden age stuff, pre-54, really good stuff, or is Tina in there? I didn't see Tina yet. Hi, Marlana. Tina, if you're here, hello. I don't think I saw Tina yet, though. So $10 each could be an amazing steal if it's really good Golden Age. It could be super expensive if it's all like 4-color books. I'm gonna have to look into that. Go see what he's got. Because I would scrape up $3,400 if it's all like really good Golden Age stuff for sure. Oh, I bought almost 300 VHS today. That was exciting. I got them relatively cheap. Lots of really good VHS too, like good as in good movies. I don't know if they're super valuable or not, but there was like I forget the name of the anime, but it's a guy who created the Fantastic Planet animation, Light something. There's a VHS of that. Oh, so there's some 12-cent stuff too. Or I'll have to look into it. 12-cent Batmans and Flash for 10 might be good too if they're all kind of like mid to high grade. I'll have to check it out. I do like buying stuff in bulk because when you buy in bulk, you get it for a much cheaper price. I think I actually saw the thumbnail where he had the first Reverse Flash and a couple other first appearance Flash pictures in the. So that, yeah, that's probably what he was talking about, or what I saw in the thumbnail. Sounds cool. You know, it's crazy. I went into. I actually was gonna walk earlier too, but oh, this is fun. They have a whole Into the Spider-Verse ad going on here. Oh, this is super cool. Let's see if there's any new Spider-Man in here that we need to be paying attention to. Oh, they have the Baghead one. Oh, they have the Spider-Cat. Couple of Spider-Man I don't recognize. Wow, this is super dope. Man, imagine trying to collect like big... This is vinyl. So it's a big vinyl canvas. Imagine trying to collect something this size. Like... Do these get saved or do they just disappear from the universe? Do they tear it down and just get thrown away? Like, that's crazy. Super, super cool ad though. Super neat. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just starting my walk. Trying to get my exercise in. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to talk about tonight. I don't really have a topic. So I figured I'd just start walking and we'll figure out what happens. I did say I bought almost 300 VHS today. I got them cheap. Hey, Carol. Hey, Will. Will, find any more treasure? I went into Bry's Comics today on Whatnot, and I realized I had everything. Like a few things went up. I'm like, no, I have that. No, I have that too. I have that as well. I ended up buying 0 things from KRS today. I can't believe I bought 0 comics from KRS Comics today. That seems like so strange to me because I keep buying so much from them, but I had everything that I wanted. Yeah, I would love to have a big mega warehouse space though where I could have a giant wall poster like that. Big giant, 30-foot tall advertisements. That'd be just cool to have as part of your house. Or your cool studio space. Very close game. That's fun. I haven't really been much into sports the last few years, but in the 90s, I absolutely loved watching everything I could watch. So I've been there. I've done that. I've had the excitement. I'm trying. I got new socks today. I ordered long distance running socks to see if they feel nice. Because what I was wearing was thermal socks, big, thick winter socks, which it was very good cushioning for my feet, but it started getting really, really hot. Oh, that's cool. There's a Daft Punk ad, I guess. Sweet. It's sometimes fun to see the advertising that they put up. So these socks feel very comfortable. So we're going to see how well my feet do in them. That's why I want to get these socks before I attempted a 7 to 9 mile walk. So the long walk, I was going to do 2 different long walks, potentially. Walk from my shop over the Williamsburg Bridge, and then walk across Manhattan to the Ghostbusters house, the firehouse. I was thinking that was one walk I want to do one of these days. And then another walk is maybe go over the bridge and go down to the South Street Seaport Midtown Comics. Or possibly another one. Hey, Ted. I don't know. I'm trying to plan some much bigger walks because I feel like my stamina is strong enough now that I could do 15 to 20,000 steps if I needed to or wanted to. Right now, it's not my legs. My stomach's a little bit off tonight, so it's more my stomach than anything that's kind of keeping me down. But yeah, it'd be super cool. I want to go in Manhattan with you guys and have you guys kind of explore a little bit more than just the same area of Brooklyn. I feel like you guys know this area as well as I do now. You could be like, oh yeah, there's that person walking the same dog each day. That kind of stuff. All right, I think I'm going to loop around we'll probably go Manhattan Ave and then loop around. I want to try to stay into the good connected areas. I count it as 3.5 miles for me to walk to the Ghostbuster house. So it'd be a 7-mile round trip walk. So 7-mile round trip walk. So I'm close enough. I mean, if I was going to drive, 3 miles is nothing. You might hit traffic on the bridge and stuff, but you know, I'm right by the city. So pretty much I could walk to Times Square. I think that would be about a 4 or 5 mile walk. Or I take the ferry across the river and then it's like a 2-mile walk. In fact, I'm close enough to anything in Manhattan, technically. I mean, how long? Does anyone know how long Manhattan is? How long is Manhattan? Someone look up the length of Manhattan for me. I'm kind of curious now. We can calculate. I mean, as Jason said last week, you could do 80 miles in a day, I think. So, if I just constantly walk for 24 hours straight, we could probably we could get to Rhode Island, probably. Yeah, it's not that close if you're walking. I mean, if you're driving, though, it'd be literally, you know, like a 20-minute drive. Or an Uber, like a 20-minute Uber. But I calculate it's 3.5, so 7 miles would be 15,000 steps. I did 2 nights ago, when I just kept walking, I did 20,000 steps that day. Or 3 days ago. So I've done 21,000 steps in a day. So I think I can do 7 miles no problem now. I think my stamina is strong enough now for that. What is it? Today is Thursday. I think the last time I walked over on Thursday, the comic shop was open. 13 miles long. So I could walk from the tip of Manhattan to the other tip and back 5 times in a day if I did nothing but walk. Is that 50? 6 times. Six. Yeah, 6 times I can walk back and forth the entire length of Manhattan in one day at the rate I walk. It's crazy to think. That's a lot of walking. But yeah, I could walk to Pennsylvania in a day. I could walk to probably Rhode Island in a day. Maybe just through Connecticut. I don't know if I could get fully through Connecticut in a day. If all I did was walk for 24 hours straight. Without a break. Okay, we're just going to do big, giant, arcing loops tonight, I think. So we're just taking a turn on Bedford. Let's see if anything fun and exciting is going on tonight. Yeah, no, Dumbo. I can get to the Dumbo flea market. Well, you know, Dumbo, I think, is still maybe 3 miles when I calculated it. Because you got to kind of do that loop around the Navy Yard and stuff. So I almost think going over the bridge, getting to the Ghostbuster house is about the same as going to Dumbo when I calculated. But again, I might do that too. I might do a walk to the flea market one of these days. I'm just trying to think of where, you know, I know I can comfortably walk 5 miles, so I have a 2.5 mile distance before I have to turn around. That's very comfortable. I think I can push it to 3.5 miles. So I'm going to start looking for some locations where I can go 3.5 miles and then come back and be all right with it. And also, I want to test out these new socks. If the new socks keep my feet from feeling really crappy, they're awesome. They actually feel really nice right now. The thing with these socks is they're cushioned on the toes and the balls of the foot, but then the rest of the foot kind of like, hey Darren, the rest of the foot, it dissipates the heat real easily, so they actually feel really comfortable on the feet. They're designed for long distance running, so I thought, all right, these would be perfect. Oh, it's this Sunday. So is that a different flea market than the Brooklyn flea market? Starbucks Reserve. What's a Starbucks Reserve? That I'm not sure. So we walk by almost every night one movie theater that's kind of like an AMC, a regular size theater, and then there's also a little like art house theater. So there's actually 2 theaters that we walk by almost every day. Which we're going that direction. We have about 10 blocks to go. I can show you the theaters when we get to them.
So, but at least I'm honest about what I fucking look like.
But yeah, it's super awesome to have movie theaters within walking distance. We saw Mario the other day. You know, easy, quick walk, go to Mario. We saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2 weeks there. So it's super easy just to get to it. But also, I mean, I can hop into Manhattan. So within 10 to 30 minutes on the subway, I think I can reach about 10 different movie theaters. New York City is full of theaters. There's like a theater every like 5 blocks. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it's going to be people with like vintage junk, which is what I want to see, or if it's going to be people with like brand new kind of stuff, artsy fartsy things, which are okay, but not what I'm really looking for. You know me, I'm looking for old comic books, basically. Hey, John. John, I made 2 orange Halloween themed robot cards so far. I'm going to try to attempt a Darth Vader face PopFuzz tomorrow, just a drawing. Not 100% sure how well it'll go, but I'm going to try. So New York City is a very, very movie town. They film a lot here, and there's a lot of appreciation societies and whatnot. So within Manhattan, there's always old movies playing. In fact, every weekend there's probably one theater playing something that's old and awesome. And they'll have festivals too, where like for 2 weeks it might be a anime festival where they play old anime. Sometimes it's, you know, just old like film noir movies. New York City is great to see older movies in the movie theater. Yeah, no, he retired from selling at the flea market last year. He just got a little bit too tired and he just couldn't. You want to wave?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Sean. Have a good night.
I'm Sean too. Cool.
Hey, good night.
Sean and Sean. Take care. I love that. I love when people are super friendly. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Brightside. Yeah, Dan, he retired. He just got kind of worn out from doing it. It was a lot of work every weekend. He wanted to spend more time with his family. But he still does the occasional bigger event. Like, I think he sold at Brimfield. And I think he does the Christmas event thing that happens in Union Square. I think he sets up there, too. It's Jason, it's a really fun store. I've been there... I think I've been there twice now, and it's a lot of fun. He has a lot of really cool old vintage toys and stuff there, and other stuff, and comics. He told me to let him know the next time I go so he can pull out a bunch of comics for me, because I think he has a little stash somewhere that he just forgets about. But yeah, I kind of miss seeing him at the flea market here, because I used to, you know, tell him to bring comics all the time, and occasionally I'd find some fun stuff. All right, I got water. Gonna hydrate a little bit. Hydrate. My legs are feeling great. These socks are making my feet feel great. My lungs are a little bit funky, but my stomach is kind of off tonight. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna try to clickbait the walk a little bit. I'm gonna call it the Hunt for New York City Rats Live, and that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna see how crazy the neighborhood is, and we're gonna watch as they you know, we look for the rats. I think it's gonna be fun. I actually had a lot of fun doing the other nights. I think make it into sort of like a little mini event, I think it'll make it even more fun. All right, let me see if I can find anything interesting in the neighborhood. Like I said earlier at the beginning of the walk, because I just started walking, I didn't quite know what I wanted to do today because I didn't have a theme or any idea what I want to talk about. So I'm just going to go with the flow and see what you guys want to see. Or I guess we're looking for movie theaters now since we talked about that a little bit. But that's over this way, probably about 10 more blocks. So we'll have to find other things while we're walking this way. It was super fun. I didn't think I'd have so much fun. In this area, I think they're working a little bit harder on controlling because that's a trap right there, or that's poison. So I see it way more set up over here, whereas there's about 3 or 4 blocks over here where they seem like a little bit out of control. But we'll see how many we can find, and we'll see if the algorithm decides to feed it out to people that might be interested in that kind of content. Oh, I think we saw about 7 or 8 last time. Even one made me even jump. It was like I didn't see it, and then all of a sudden it just like scurried right next to me. I kind of jumped in the air. It's kind of crazy a little bit how out of control. Tonight's not really a good night though, because it's not street candy night. So there's not a lot of piles. Also, there's not a lot of people dining half naked as we walk by the Bathhouse Diner. Yeah, we're empty. No one dining right now. No one dining. So I think I usually do 4 big loops, and that covers most of the 10,000 steps, I think. If I go all the way up Wythe up to Greenpoint and then back down to down Berry to Grand, and then repeat that the next few blocks. So actually, I think it gets me there. There's a little bit of street candy out, but I don't know if that's business street candy. I'm guessing it's the business kind. All right. A few people out. It's actually kind of chilly tonight. I think it's like 52, 53. I'm actually wearing a shirt after it was really warm the last few days. It kind of cooled down. I was kind of hoping for some clouds too, but no clouds, so we can't look for the colorful clouds. I think the next rain is in about 8 to 10 days. I'm kind of looking forward to another rainy night because I kind of like the rainy night walks. So hopefully we'll do that. Oh, there's one. You guys see it? Did you see the street candy pirate? He was running under the car right there. So a little preview for tomorrow's night. Tomorrow's night when we were actually looking for them. Yeah, they'll show up. You just walk, they'll just run around. But street candy night is when they get like real crazy. You'll really see them all over the place. Oh, hey, Retro. I was telling everyone that tomorrow night I'm going to try to clickbait the title a little bit. Hey, Melody. And I'm going to just make it a New York City rat hunt live video. I'm going to call it something like that. You maybe use ChatGPT to spice up the title. And yeah, we're going to be finding some. We just saw one right now. But I'm not really telling you. We're just walking. I didn't really have any time. We're just walking. We're going to see what time takes us. Where the travels take us. Wasn't planning anything tonight. Do kind of like all the lights on that restaurant right there. Whew. I was going to do a big, long, earlier stream. I wanted to walk in Manhattan, but I don't really want to walk over the bridge at night. So I'm going to do that. Tomorrow night, we're going to do the city life, party life, I guess, tomorrow night, plus street rat hunt. So that's tomorrow, and then we'll look for signs for garage sales. Then we'll do garage sales on Saturday again. And then maybe Sunday will be the day I take a big walk somewhere. Not 100% sure yet. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do.
What are you doing?
My day's been pretty productive. I got all my whatnot orders done finally. It usually takes me a day or two before I want to do them because I really don't like packaging so much. And then I got 4 art cards drawn, which was good. I purchased almost 300 VHS tapes from a guy. There were actually a lot of really neat, good quality movies like Gremlins and that kind of stuff. And what else did I do today? Sometimes I feel like my day just disappears. I had big plans for a big walk, and I end up getting distracted by 1,000 other things. But that's all right. We'll still get our walk done tonight. We'll just walk around, checking out the neighborhood at night again. I think it's also been a while since we did the big long. We've been doing kind of side-to-side walks the last few nights, or few days. Now we're doing just the big long way. See how it's going. See if we can find anything fun, or scary, or exciting. You see one big street candy pile over there. We'll see if that's disconnect. No, there we go. Slight disconnect on that car. I think that happens every time I get near Shake Shack. It disconnects. Oh, now music. The music is going to make it hard for me. Like, the videos keep getting dinged and I have to edit it out. So VHS is becoming extra collectible now. I've been selling them I haven't stopped selling them. Hey, Nicholas. I've been selling VHS in my shop since we opened. I sold VHS probably for about 10 years before that even. But it kind of died down to the point where I couldn't sell them for maybe $1 would be what I sell them for. But they're actually becoming a lot of collectors. They're collecting them just to have them as objects more than actually enjoying them. And that's super cool. There was a few clamshells in the collection I bought today. Maybe only 5 or 6. I saw a few decent ones in there though that I think are like $10 to $20 value. I'm gonna have to go through it. Like, I was going to just put them all out for $5, but now I was like, no wait, I think some of these are worth more. So I'm gonna have to go through them and try to figure it out. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just put them out for $5. I actually paid really cheap on them, so I have room to lose a little money on them. I think I actually started this walk. I had already done 2,000 steps today, so I might just go an hour tonight. I'm not sure. We'll see. Unless it gets lively. If we find some fun stuff, I'll keep going for 2 hours. Yeah, that's how I felt like today. Today was mostly I was just doing little errands, getting little jobs I had to get done. And the whatnot orders, I did some art cards. I did a whole bunch of little things today that I just had to get done. And now it's like 11 o'clock at night. I didn't wake up that late either. I think I woke up at 10 or something this morning. Kind of like a normal day. I don't know. I haven't seen her yet, so I'm assuming she's busy somewhere else, or she's probably just busy. It's hard because I don't have a set schedule, so sometimes people miss out. What is this, Metropolitan? We'll go a few more blocks before. Yeah. Oh, okay. So here, I found the first theater. So right there on with the cool building that's all lit up, that's the Art House Theater. We'll go over there and see what they're playing tonight. Let's actually go look at that movie theater.
So that they can.
All right. I wonder if she just didn't get a notification or she's just busy. She's probably just busy. So this is the Nighthawk Theater, and they usually play older movies or more art house stuff. Or horror, it looks like. They got the Evil Dead Rise and Boo is Afraid. So what are they playing here? They got Renfield, Evil Dead Rise, Boo is Afraid, Dungeons & Dragons, Are You There, God? She's the Man, Spoonstone Booze, Jew on the Grudge. I haven't even heard of that one. But yeah, they have, like, not as... I mean, it looks like they had a couple big movies in there, but they usually have, like, a little bit more of an interesting selection. Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised. Hey, Anthony! Yeah, theaters that show vintage movies are cool. They look like all new movies now, but I know sometimes they do have vintage movie nights. Yeah, I'm sure she has moderating jobs to do all over the place. I can't take up all her time. Anthony, have you found anything exciting lately? Every time I talk to Anthony, he's like, "Oh yeah, I just bought 40 more boxes." I feel like Anthony finds stuff left and right all the time. I was actually shocked when I was on Whatnot today. I didn't see anything I wanted. I feel like I bought everything at this point. Find a lot less to buy lately just because I've bought so much, which is good though. It's good for my wallet. Saves me money to spend on Will's stuff. Will can keep finding me stuff. I'd rather buy a couple long boxes of Golden Age stuff than modern stuff, even though I love the modern stuff. Hey Brian. All right. No, the movies are so freaking expensive. I love it so much so I do go occasionally, but every time it's like $70. It's kind of ridiculous how expensive it is. I like Funko Sodas. I think they're a fun figure. I don't think they've ever really caught on. So I have no idea if they're, I don't know the long-term value of them or not. It's the kind of thing where I'm starting to put my chases for sale in the shop. I'm just not looking to sell them for a discount. And they're not selling, so if they don't sell, I'll keep them. And if they do sell, then I'm going to put it into more comic books. I really want to buy a lot more comic books. That's all I think about lately. Comics and hang out with you guys while I walk around. I kind of wish I could figure out how to stream with people on here, because I just have Street Side show me his comics right now. I want to look at his comics while I'm walking. I know how to do it on Instagram. It's really easy, but I don't know how to do it with the Stream Labs thing. I gotta figure it out. It's on my to-do list. I have to figure that out. I have to figure out how to get my email to work better. It keeps bouncing for Gmails. I think Jason, one of your emails I sent you bounced because Gmail wants some kind of like authentication thing so that they can prove that my website is not coming from like a spammer, but it's actually coming from, the person who owns it. But yeah, no, we'll go to maybe like 4 or 5 movies a year. So like every other month, maybe. I don't go as often as I would like. All right, this is Bedford. Okay, I was going to loop down Bedford, but we'll actually walk 1 block this way and go to the other movie theater. And then we'll loop back, I think. So we'll go this way, movie theater, and then we'll loop back.
Annual rent is, and you're successful in finding.
I love that some of you guys just come here every night, and we're all becoming like a big family of friends here. We all know each other. We all chat with each other. I think this is super awesome. Absolutely love this. So retro, I still 75% of my sales are pops. So yeah, I would love to make all comics records, but people are still buying enough pops that I'm not willing to give up the pops. A lot of people tell me, oh, get rid of the DVDs, but I still sell DVDs. Or people tell me to get rid of this or that. I like keeping diversified because I've been through enough ups and downs that you never know. I mean, I just literally bought, oh, they changed this window out again. They made it kind of creepy. She looks kind of creepy. I literally just bought 300 VHS after I cleared out almost all my VHS last year. Just because more and more people were buying VHS, and it was a guy who had a pretty awesome collection of stuff, and he sold it to me for $0.25 a piece. That's great because I could sell a whole bunch of them for like $5 to $10 and make a good profit on them. So yeah, as long as Pops keeps selling. All right, so this is the big theater. I don't know what chain it's actually connected to, but this is where we see our big blockbuster Marvel movies. This is where we'll probably see Spider-Man in a couple weeks. Really looking forward to that one. The first one is one of my all-time favorite superhero movies. Really, you just bought all that, Anthony? That is crazy. You just bought all that. And Journey to Mystery 83? Holy crap. I can't believe you just bought that. Did you get it for like an amazing price? I'm just super curious now. But yeah, it looks like they're even closed down. I guess it's late. There's no midnight showings at this theater at the moment. Man, Anthony, what was the condition of the Journey into Mystery 83? I am very curious. 22 long boxes. Because, I mean, that's a big boy book there. Was it like losing its cover, or was it like half okay? I think it was $45 the last time we went for 3 of us. No, that's an amazing haul. Anthony's out there all the time, though. Wow. Anthony, you got a steal. How did you find that? Did someone just contact you randomly? Was that at a job? That's insane. That's really insane. I never get deals like that. That's like... you saw it. I'm looking for the big boy books, but that might be slightly too low for me. I think when I'm ready to get one, I'd rather pay like $10K for a 3540 issue. Or maybe a little bit higher at $10K. I'm not sure exactly what they're going for right now. That's crazy though. That even a 2.0 probably paid several times over for the whole collection. Anthony, that's awesome. So it was just something that they couldn't handle at the time. I don't understand why comic shops don't buy stuff when it's stuff like that. That's like easy money, but I guess some comic shops just don't have cash to burn sometimes. Well, it's good for you though, Anthony. That was amazing. Yeah, even you know me, I like them all. I like the big boy, little boy, side boy, whatever kind of boy books.
Someone's gonna buy them.
I like oddball indie stuff. I like super expensive grails. I like Marvel, DC, Image. I like hand-drawn, one of a kind. Kind of like it all. Yeah, to being able to travel really, really helps. That's my problem. I don't travel, so I don't really get the opportunity to get stuff like that. That's amazing. I just gotta do the best I can with that location that people bring stuff to. So I can walk over the Williamsburg Bridge. To walk from my shop to the Williamsburg Bridge is, I think, 2.5 miles, like to the other side. And so then wherever I do in Manhattan determines how far I walk. But I can get into Manhattan in about an hour walk.
And apparently she was there for acceptance students.
And I've done that. We walked over the bridge. Before I started this channel, on the main channel, I did a walk over the bridge with the cool kid. And we did that, and that was a full 10,000 steps. But I want to go further. I want to go to a destination, like either go to the Ghostbusters house or to a comic shop, something like that. New York is full of so many comics. I mean, you just see how many comics that street side gets. He just finds them like a magnet. It's kind of amazing. Whew. Do have to say, we're 40 minutes of this walk. I'm not feeling any kind of discomfort in my feet. These socks are really good. I ordered I think they're like Danish, I think, long distance running socks. Hey Alex, yeah, it's going good so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm hearing about this amazing score that Anthony just got. First appearance of Thor, and he probably sold it for 8 to 10 times what he paid for the whole collection. That's insane. You do get lucky, but no, it's not luck. It's not luck. It's, as they say, the Seneca quote. It's when opportunity meets preparation. You have a vehicle, you're ready to move, and you're constantly buying, and you have cash on hand. So whenever there is an opportunity, you just jump and you get it. Right? That comic shop owner could have got it, but because you have connections with the comic shops. So I haven't really read the Blade comics. I haven't really read them. I love the movies though. Guillermo del Toro is an amazing director. All his movies are great. His last one, the Pinocchio stop motion, was amazing. So I love those Blade movies. They're great. I have 3 copies of his first appearance. Yeah, he 8 to 10 times on the one book. He had the first appearance of Thor. He bought 22 long boxes. I'm guessing. He might, honestly, Anthony probably gave it to someone for a good price. Anthony always hooks people up. When he sells me stuff, he gives me a great price too. Tina, there you are. Everyone was missing you. We just figured you were probably moderating another channel. You're busy doing your thing. Yeah, I wasn't sure what I wanted to talk about tonight. I just started walking. I needed to walk, and I like hanging out with you guys. Yeah, well, the third movie wasn't Guillermo del Toro. It was a different director. And so when you get 2 movies by an amazing director and then you switch it up, it sometimes it just doesn't work out so well. Hopefully the MCU Blade works out pretty cool though. I'm looking forward to that. All I bought was I spent $80 on 300 VHS tapes today. That's my big score of the day. Not as exciting. Tomb of Dracula is cool. I should double check. I'm probably near a complete run of Tomb of Dracula. I should see if I'm missing any. I keep buying them every time I see them cheap. And I never actually check what I still need. I did get my 32. No, that's Werewolf by Night. So Werewolf by Night, I'm also probably getting close to completing as well. Because I did get the key issues from that last year. Look, everybody's here. We got a full crowd. This is amazing. It's slightly chilly tonight, so I'm kind of walking a little bit sluggishly. Feet are feeling good though. These socks are working out great. My hips feel kind of funky. Probably so much walking. I went into what's it called, KRS Comics tonight, and I couldn't find anything I wanted to buy. They weren't putting up anything that I didn't own already. I feel like I'm done. I finally bought out all the stuff I want from KRS. They need to make new stuff. I guess it's good. It means I didn't spend a lot on whatnot. I can save up. Maybe I need to dig through Anthony's new collection. Give Anthony $1,000 instead of the whatnot sellers. Cheap pops are good. Honestly, it's gonna be. We saw one earlier. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna clickbait it though. I'm actually gonna label the video something like "Hunting for New York City Rats Live." I'll use ChatGPT to clean it up. No, I'm not done. I just done with KRS for a while. Like I did that with Comic Traders. I pretty much bought everything, and now I just need like a couple of the newer things. But I don't feel the desire to buy as much. Because once you start getting a lot of repeats, it's like, all right, I don't need to keep buying. I'm having a lot more fun too with the stuff Will keeps bringing me. All, you know, the Golden Age, 4-color, and all that oddball stuff. I really need to get sorting and figure out what I need for all my runs. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of stuff, you know, old stuff. Wow, they're shutting everything down. Yeah, Kevin, they'll probably even go cheaper than that. They'll probably get to a point where everything will be like $1. You can really stock up. Honestly, if you have the space, I say pick up as much cool stuff as you can if it gets really cheap. Because a lot of times all that stuff that goes on clearance, it gets destroyed and beat up. So there's not much of it out there. Yeah, it was amazing. I love this. I love collecting for color because it's relatively cheap. You can get a lot of the issues for $3. It's only when you start getting into the earlier issues and the grails that gets a little scary. Oh, that's cool. Retro. Super cool. That's what I need. I just need someone to find me some more Golden Age collections. Because I'm more excited for that right now than I am for all the newer stuff. Not that I don't like the newer stuff, but I'm just more excited for the old stuff. Ah, Pops. They're still selling. I'm still selling a good amount of Pops, but not like I was. So I'm still kind of in that like, what do I do? Do I just keep trying to sell it all? I mean, I am. I just don't know how fast it's going to sell. And I really would like a big influx of cash because I would love to buy a couple more big Grail books. Got you robbed as in you spent way too much money last week? I mean, when stuff is on clearance, it's kind of hard not to buy like boatloads of stuff. No, I've driven a car about 5 times in my life, and every time I've driven, I felt like I was going to murder people by mistake. I just didn't like the anxiety, so I just never really learned to drive. I don't trust my own ability, I guess, or I don't trust. But it's not that I don't trust. I'm sure I'd be an extra safe driver, but I know, Alex. I have them ready for you. I got the 6. I have to actually figure out the total. I'm so bad. It took me all day today to get my whatnot orders, and it was only 6 orders done. Oops, I'm disconnecting. We're hitting a bad spot. We're kind of a sluggish connection over here. Oh wow, it actually got robbed. Oh, that's sad. That sucks. That's really, really upsetting. No, Jason, it would probably be manslaughter, but I'm just saying is the nervousness I got every time I would drive. I felt like I didn't want to be around the car. I didn't trust myself. Yeah, I'd probably be a super safe driver because of how cautious I would be, but my favorite Pop is probably still either the Blue Crystal Miku or... Yeah, it's probably the Blue Crystal Miku is probably my favorite in the collection. I have 2 of them. Good night, Gary. Sleep well. Yeah, it was too scary. I thought I was going to kill little old ladies crossing the street, kids kicking a ball, just anyone who opened the door. I thought I'd just smash right into that door and kill them. That's just like, it's terrifying. So yeah, not for me. Nope. Not for me. That's why I get so excited when they started talking about self-driving cars like 6 years ago. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. I still think we're quite a bit away, but man, I want a self-driving van. I'll be going everywhere to get comics, just like Street Side. Oh, best concert. I think my favorite all-time best concert was... maybe Fishbone. Fishbone had such an amazing concert. I felt like I was going to have a heart attack by the end. I was so exhausted. But the Fishbone concert was amazing. At one point, he was singing, he crowd surfed, and then he disappeared into the crowd. And then like 5 minutes later, we saw him back at the bar. Oh, hey, Carly. He was back at the bar having a beer before he crowd surfed back to the stage. It was amazing. Yeah, you know, I saw today, I saw on a website, Law and Order Special Victim Units Funko Pops. I saw an Olivia. I was like, oh crap, they're making everything. Like, I like that. That's the cool thing about Pops is they make everything. They have Pops for everything. Anthony, I want to come along. I need to go. Anthony, I just want to dig through that collection you just bought. I want to buy some stuff. Sell me something. I'm going to come to your house. So are you selling this weekend, Anthony? I got to find some time to hang out with Anthony. See what he's got for sale. Hey, the Shep. Trying to keep up with them. Oh, you saw Primus? Oh, awesome. I love Primus. No, I've seen Primus in concert. Primus and or Les Claypool solo 6 times. Absolutely love Primus live. They are so much fun live. I saw Faith No More as well. Faith No More was great. I saw the Red Hot Chili Peppers. That was a pretty awesome concert, but it was kind of a little too big, so I didn't really get to enjoy as much. I like a good concert where you can really get up to the stage. Yeah, Law and Order Funko Pops. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, I saw Silverchair open up for the Red Hot Chili Peppers during a giant snowstorm at the what's the Long Island where the Islanders play? I forget the name of the Coliseum there. Yeah, there's a ton of scooters. There's the rental ones. They're all over the place. I don't like those scooters because people use them, but they don't know how to use them. Yeah, Faith No More is a great concert too. I saw them in concert, I think, 3 times. I haven't seen Fugazi. No, I haven't. Oh, that's a trip. Anthony. Anthony's all over the place. He's just having the comic life. I'm trying to think who I saw. I saw Ani DeFranco in concert like 15 to 20 times because I followed her on concert for a while. I was a groupie. I got press passes, so I was actually taking pictures of it. There's actually a book out there published with all the photos in the book or photos I took of Ani DeFranco. I don't know. I went to a lot of concerts when I was younger. Yeah, no. Fishbone, though, I think was my all-time favorite concert. Definitely. They're just so much fun live. Like, they put so much energy into it. Let's see. More recently, I saw Metric in concert. They were fantastic. Love Metric. I saw them maybe about 10 years ago, 8 years ago. Okay, Shop. Sleep well. Let's see. I got into J-pop stuff, Japanese stuff. So I actually saw Kari Pamu twice in concert. Those are actually really fun concerts. Just all the crazy fun dancing and stuff. I saw Perfume in concert. Awesome laser light show. It's not Street Candy night, so I'm not expecting them to be around as much. And Ani DeFranco, I didn't get to meet her. She was very secretive. I got to meet all the other band members, so played hacky sack and hung out. One of the assistants put suntan lotion on my head because I was burning on fire because the sun I'm like a vampire. They're like, you're getting a little bit red. But yeah, Metric is fantastic. They were really good in concert. Let's see. Oh, that sounds really awesome, Anthony. I need to get to one of these days. Yeah, I gotta go to one of those events. I don't get invited to those events. No one invites me to these things. I don't really feel like I'm part of the comic community because I never really get invited to any of these things or people talk about me or ask me to do things. But that's okay. I'm in my own world and I enjoy my world with you guys. I don't know, you have to find some fantastic music to get me inspired to dance. Yeah, so tomorrow night is, this neighborhood is like a party neighborhood. There's a lot of clubs and bars and stuff. So tomorrow night I expect to be, a lot of people will be dressed up nice, ready to have a fun evening. If it's a little bit cold, it might not be as crazy as last week, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be looking at the party people and looking for street candy pirates tomorrow. I'm gonna clickbait it. I'm gonna write something like hunting for New York City rats live, something like that. Good morning. Good morning, Kathy. That's true, Anthony, and you invite me everywhere, so that's all that matters to me, honestly. But yeah, for the most part, like anytime there's a comic community thing, I usually don't get nominated or asked to do any of that kind of stuff. I'm kind of like the comic book outsider. Tomorrow will probably be late, maybe 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I'm not sure. I might go from 9 to midnight. I might do like a big long stream tomorrow night, depending on how crazy busy it is. I've sold at conventions when I was younger. Because I don't drive though, it's really expensive, and I just don't like all the extra work of doing it. So I don't do it anymore. I have a store. That's why I have a store. So I don't have to go convention. I could sell, on a bad day, $200 or $300. On a good day, $2,000 or $3,000, and it averages out maybe $3,000 to $5,000 a week I'm selling. I don't really need to go to conventions. I sell enough, and I'm not paying convention fees. I'm not paying the cost to get there. I'm not paying any of that stuff. So the money I make in my store is a good profit margin. I don't have to pay a ton of fees for that. I mean, yeah, I'm just in Williamsburg. On the Saturday night, tomorrow night, I'll be kind of looking a little bit like Times Square. But yeah, over here, it's calm. It's a late night. Most people are going to sleep. I mean, it's, almost midnight my time. Whenever I've sold at a convention, my favorite part of the conventions is when you get there, you set up, and then you have like maybe an hour, half an hour to kind of quickly walk around and get some deals before it's crazy. And you just talk to your friends and like maybe you find an awesome score, like a box of something you really want. Then you sell like crazy for a couple hours, make a boatload of money, so now you have a pocket full of cash, and then you can walk around again. Right? Usually I would be selling with Allison, so she watched the table. Then I could go walk around again and spend some of that newfound money on other stuff. And then you just spend the day selling. And then at the end of the show, you can walk around and see if anyone will give you a really good deal or something that was maybe a little bit too high. Thanks for hanging out, Jason. Sleep well. It is getting late. I probably should be thinking about sleeping soon, too. We're on Grand. All right, I'm going to loop around another block. Because we're back at the movie theater. We looped around to the movie theater. In-day. I'm actually not sure what the in-day place is. You want me to go back? We can go. Yeah, exactly. You get the early bird access, and you never know what kind of amazing deals you're going to get in that first hour or so. You get the wheel and deal, and you get to know people, so you get friend values. Okay. What did I pass by? In-day. What did it look like? I don't even know what I just passed by. Got the corner. Half the time I'm just so zoned out, I'm trying to read chat. I'm not seeing what I'm walking by. I'm just walking by. How far back was it? Although this looks like a bookstore. It says books, this place. Wonder if there's any old comics in there. Books. How far back was this place? I don't even know how far back it was. Just on the corner up ahead. Okay, let's go see what it is. That's why I like walking around with you guys in the chat, because you can tell me to go look at things. We're here to have fun and explore. Oh, they might even play music. I might walk by it quickly. In-day. It's a restaurant. It says Indian American cuisine. So it looks like just a delicious Indian American bar and restaurant. That's what it is. Food. Food. Delicious. Okay. Now we can start going back. Here's the same block again for the 5th time. It's all good. But yeah, tomorrow is street candy night. So there'll be big giant piles of street candy. It does look really nice. And so the candy part should be out tomorrow, kind of in force. We saw one tonight, but tomorrow night I bet we see about 20 of them. And if the weather, I don't know if it's going to warm up or not. Tonight it's actually kind of cold. It got back down to like 52, 54. Last Friday it was about 71 at night. That's the thing also in this neighborhood, there's a lot of really good food. There's so many places to eat. There's also a lot of hotels. So it's really a neighborhood to come visit in New York City. A lot of people come here for touristy reasons. Last of which is PopFuzz. Some people actually come into the city to visit PopFuzz. It's always fun. We're like, oh yeah, we came to visit your shop. We came from, I don't know, Norway, Finland. I've had all kinds of people from around the world visit the shop. And in some cases, they've came to New York City specifically to visit the shop. That was like that was the main thing. And then going to the Statue of Liberty and all that was the added bonus. Which is always cool. Now we passed by the Naked Restaurant. That was all the way back over. No one is there tonight though. Tomorrow night though, we'll see. Maybe Friday. But it's like a spa, so I feel like there's a restaurant that people go to earlier in the day to relax. You know, get a nice massage and then eat some food. That place is called the Bath House. I can point it out the next time we walk by. That's locked. I need a trash can. That trash can said trash only. What else could you put? I guess they don't want recycling in there. Oh, there's a candy pirate machine. All right, next loop. Oh, here's the fun building that Allison told me to show you guys, but I keep forgetting to go here during the day. Really, really, really cute. Awesome, awesome building. I hope they don't graffiti it up with tags and stuff. Really love that one. Okay, I'm gonna throw this in the trash. Let's see, my very first pop I bought in 2012. I didn't really start buying a few more till 2014. And then 2015 beginning, I had about 30. And then I started the YouTube channel, and that's kind of when I started, buying way more pops. So 2015 till today, so 8 years to get 9,000. Maybe 7 years. I think it's just an apartment with a really cool mural on it. I think it's just an apartment building. But it's a really cool building. Let's see. Yeah, no, the Halloween parade would actually be a really cool walk and talk. I want to do some more of the Manhattan events. I was planning on doing a trip maybe to the Ghostbusters house today, but I got too distracted. So possibly Sunday. I still want to do a big long 7-mile trip where I walk 3.5 miles and back. It will take me 3.5 miles to get to the Ghostbuster house. So I figured that would be a cool trek, and we could check out all downtown, maybe a little bit of Chinatown. I'll do more though. As my stamina gets higher and higher, I'll be able to do a lot more Manhattan trips. Yeah, I don't know if I'd eat at the spa restaurant either. It seems so unappealing to me. Yeah, I think it'd be super cool because I keep showing kind of the same stuff. So even tonight, I was just like, I don't know if I want to keep walking in the same area, but I do need to get my walk because I want to get healthier and healthier and stronger. So I figured I'll just go start walking, see if you guys have some interesting things to chat about which we always do. Always seem to find some cool chat. Yeah, I figured out last time that there's a firehouse right there. So that's why there's like 20 ambulances over here. I mean, I could, but I don't really need to do a street side sale in front of my shop. Or you mean to invite some people to do a street side sale? Yeah, I mean, he's kind of in that awkward phase where he's a little bit shyer, so he hasn't really wanted to be on camera anymore. It's up to him. He doesn't want to do YouTube though, so really when he's ready, I'll help him with his own channel, whatever he wants to do. That's kind of why I started YouTube in the first place, because he was really getting into it when he was like 3 or 4 years old. Tina, you want me to visit the firehouse to see the firemen? Yeah, that's what I was saying. I start walking and talking. You guys come up with good conversation topics, and I end up having a lot of fun. But I always, like, right before I start, I'm like, like tonight, because I had planned to do the bigger walk, I was a little disappointed. I was like, I'm not gonna have anything to talk about. It's all the same stuff. But you guys have been very lively and awesome, so I appreciate you guys. I mean, Anthony, if you ever want to do a thing selling at my shop, just bring me a whole bunch of stuff. We'll set up, and I would love to sell. I want first pick. I don't sell a ton of comics at my shop, so I don't know how well the comic audience, but yeah, I mean, I'd be totally up for that. Yeah, we had so much fun back in the day. So many cool garage sales and doing just the haul videos together. I basically, if he wanted to do them, I let him join in, and if he didn't, I didn't force him. I didn't want it to be one of the channels where I forced him to do videos as a kid. So all the videos he did were ones that he really wanted to do. But yeah, no, I would love to do something. I need to just go to your place one of these days too, Anthony, and just stream the whole day while you're selling, because I think that'll be super fun as well. Yeah, Tina, I will, one of these days when it's daytime and the doors are open, I'll take a nice slow stroll right past the firehouse. Oh, Kevin, I've had dozens of famous people. I've told the story. I guess you guys want to hear my famous people stories again. I feel like I'm always repeating them. Let's see, Bjork bought some tchotchkes. And I was going to keep the credit card receipt. I didn't do that. RuPaul bought some CDs. John Voight for a while was like a regular CD customer. I think he was coming in like once every other week to buy a CD or two. When all the Marvel movies were there. What's her name? Drawing a blank. Who was the actress that played Trinity in the Matrix movies? Carrie Ann Moss, that's it. Carrie Ann Moss came in with her daughter, and I was like, I tried to treat everyone as a customer, so we actually chatted for about 30 minutes while her daughter was shopping. It was super cool, but I wasn't geeking out. I kind of wish I geeked out and got her autograph. I didn't. Eugene Merman walked in once, who I think he's such a funny comedian, and I saw him during the Comedians of Comedy show with my friend James and Allison. So we went to that show, so I knew what he looked like, but he's the voice of Gene from Bob's Burgers. So he walked in, I was like, Eugene Merman! I was like, welcome to my shop. I totally geeked out. I made him sign a comic book backer board really big, because I thought that was super cool. When Whitney was still working at the shop, she had Ezra Miller come in once. He bought a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff. I got some pictures of that. One of these days, I'll figure out the pictures and see how I can share them on here with you guys. John DiMaggio came in once, you know, the voice of Bender, the voice of Jake from Adventure Time, a bunch of other voices. He came in and he did the voice, and he totally geeked out. He was excited to be at the shop. He signed everything we had, probably about 8 different items, and I still have all of those. He signed all the different Jake the Dog and Bender stuff we had. No, I don't think he bought a bit of pencil. Yeah, she said, if you want to pick me up one day and I'll grab a few boxes of stuff on the table, I'll do that. I'll sell it at your place just for the fun of it. I'll give you all the money I make so I can buy some comics. All right, let me see. Who else? John Berthal came into the shop once. I wasn't there, but he walked in the store. He did the full loop. They came in front of the counter, and he slowly took off his glasses. They exposed his face, I guess. And Allison didn't say anything. She didn't, like, geek out or anything. Just because she didn't really like Shane and The Walking Dead, so she wasn't, like, a fan of his. But she should have told her. I would have loved to meet him. So John Berthal was in there. The one time this guy, there's a regular customer of mine that was coming in all the time. He would spend a lot of time talking with Allison, and they got into conversation with Charlie Cox once, and he's like, oh yeah, Charlie's my neighbor. We actually hang out. So one time he was going to have dinner with Charlie, and Charlie's like, oh, let's go visit that woman that's a fan of mine. And so he walks in, he comes to the side of the counter, and he goes, excuse me, ma'am? And she turns around and speaks to Charlie Cox. He's like, I came here to say hello. So she calls me up. She's like, Charlie Cox is in the store. So I rushed over to the shop, and I took pictures with him, and he signed some Daredevil comics. He was super dope. One of the nicest people I've ever met. Then let's see. Morgan Spurlock walked in once. He did a loop around. I was like, oh, hey, are you Morgan Spurlock? He's like, yeah. And so I had him sign the Super Size Me DVD. Jermaine Clement, he was a regular customer for like a year. He would come in every couple weeks, and he would bring all his friends that were in from out of town in, and he'd buy trading cards. And he'd be like, look, I'll collect the cards. I can't do his Australian accent. I love his accent, though. Jermaine Clement is awesome. And like because he kept coming back, I just treated him like a customer, and I was really nice to him. And I never like geeked out, just because I liked that he kept coming back, and he would come back with friends. And it was awesome. And like he was coming in right around the same time he was doing Legion. So I was like extra like geeking out. Oh no, we're going in and out. And then, all right, I'm losing. Let me just get around here. I think the connection in this corner is really bad. Give me 1 second. Connection. I think we're okay. I live close to the shop, and my commute, let's just say, it's really quick. All right, I think we are past the bad connection area, I hope. Hey, Lars. I know, it's like midnight for me, so it's a kind of weird hour for me to be walking as well. But I kind of like these really late night walks. Okay, I know there's been other people too. I'm just trying to remember. The woman in Everything Everywhere All at Once, the woman who plays the daughter's girlfriend, she used to work across the street from the shop. And she worked there for like a year or two. So like it was super cool to see her on the stage at the Oscars. I thought that was really neat. If you look on my Instagram, you'll see I did post a picture with me and Charlie Cox on there. This connection on this block always sucks. Okay, I think we're getting a little bit back. Yeah, the thing is, I know they're peaceful for me too, because it's very quiet out. It's even better later when there's not as much traffic either. All right, Anthony, take care, sleep good. It's always wonderful when you come to hang out for a while. Appreciate you. Definitely, I'm going to start trying to tag along with you to all these different comic conventions you go to and stuff. All right, Marlana, wait, what did you just say? So, no, I don't. You know what it is? I respect actors and creative people as people. So I don't want to make it like occasionally I geek out and take a picture with them. But for the most part, I want to make it so that they feel comfortable coming in as much as they want. So I think it's super cool if they come in multiple times. Oh, Lars, you're very welcome. I'm having so much fun with the channel. It's so exciting that so many people hang out with me. I do really appreciate it. Who would I like to meet? I don't know. I'm not like the kind of person that's dying to meet creative or celebrities. I do absolutely love meeting different artists at Comic-Con, so I feel like I get to meet most of the comic artists that I really enjoy. So I do like to... I've met David Nakayama, I've met Sabine Rich. Both of them I've met like at least 4 or 5 times. I've met Chrissy Zullo. I met Babs Tarr last Comic-Con. I was super geeking out. I didn't even know she was going to be there. I ran and I bought like 7 of her Batgirl comics from a dollar bin. Got her to sign the whole stack. And I felt bad. I felt like I was like one of those people getting her to sign a pile to resell. I was like, no, these are for me. And then I bought like $100 worth of posters from her. I was like, I gotta give you some cash. Alright, I gotta walk by quick. Every time I walk by music, it gets like a thing that I have to edit out. So I can't really talk when there's music playing. And then that was just the movie and TV people. Musicians. So I didn't like meet as in talk to her. But if you see on the comic channel, there's a video that I filmed her doing a complete piece for about 6 minutes. So I was literally, she was at the table painting. I was standing right next to the table watching her paint. So I got to meet her in that way, and that was amazing. I actually teared up a little. It was so beautiful. But yeah, I didn't get to talk to her or anything because at that point, it was after the big chaos of the day where she wasn't signing stuff for people anymore. So and that's why the table was clear. That's why I could walk right up to her and watch her. It was amazing. She did a special signing the next day in New York City too. I kind of wish I went to it. I was going to. I started walking a block later. I realized my legs were giving out because I had spent, I don't know how many steps I did over that weekend. Yeah, Peach is wonderful. I love her artwork. I'm trying to get every single cover she's done.
Direction.
I said no thank you. This is how to make your marriage work.
Exactly. I think they enjoy it when they can just come out. I think that's why Jermaine kept coming in the shop because I never like super geeked out, even though I was such a fan of his character on Legion. I thought he was so freaking stinking cool. Yeah, he was so nice. That's the thing. In this neighborhood, they filmed all the Netflix shows. I can show you like multiple, like in previous walks, we walked by many locations that they filmed the Netflix shows. Right, like within 3 blocks, we have the Turkey's Nest is Josie's Bar and the Daredevil show. The waterfront, they would show multiple scenes on the waterfront where they like would be talking to people. There's the one club that they turned into the Harlem nightclub for Luke Cage. So all those actors were living or filming in this neighborhood. That's why they were all here. Like I saw the bakery across the street from my shop. I didn't see, but my wife saw the actor who played Iron Fist. He went to get a bagel or something. And I think Austin also saw the actress that played Trish. I never saw Kristen Ritter, though. I never saw her in this, or neither of us saw her. Zach Galifianakis used to live in the neighborhood, so we'd see him walking around all the time. And just a lot of musicians. The thing is, there's a lot of clubs. There used to be so many different clubs that would play music locally. So we'd have a lot of musicians come in. So I'm sure there's musicians that are famous that I just wasn't aware of. I know when Whitney was working at the shop, some of her favorite musicians would come in occasionally. Trying to think. I'm not going to walk to the waterfront. Let's go over here. I kind of want to go to the... golfy. Yeah, there's all kinds of types in New York. Oh, there's a whole big club event going on here. I'm going to cross the street. Actually, it's super busy over here. Super busy over here too. I'm going to just walk. It looks like it's the end of an event or something.
What's up? Laughing gas.
Everyone thinks.
Nice cold face.
It's like Copper Tom, right? Yeah. They're best fan.
There's a lot of balloons out there. I don't know what's going on. Some kind of music event or something where they need a whole bunch of balloons. Oh, that's the Brooklyn Brewery. That's what that is. It's either the brewery or Brooklyn Bowl, which is a music venue. It's a bowling alley that's also a music venue. And I was saying the other night, I got to see Les Claypool there for free maybe like 8 years ago because I didn't have tickets. And oh, was there someone with his pants? I didn't even notice. No, well, that's to watch tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at midnight, it's like wall-to-wall people everywhere. What was it on Cinco de Mayo? It's like wall-to-wall people here. It's crazy. I think it was just helium. No, I don't think it was just like regular balloons because they weren't floating. People were just holding them. You guys got to watch on the 4th of July when we're over here. It's going to be insane because everyone comes to the neighborhood to watch the fireworks by the waterfront. So the 4th of July, it's wall-to-wall people here. You probably get like 50 to 100,000 people here. I know, there's so many awesome food trucks in the neighborhood. Falafels, gyros, the halal trucks. You got the Mexican trucks with the beautiful burritos and tacos and nachos. This is definitely a neighborhood for food.
I felt like I was in a different place.
I didn't even see. I'm gonna have to watch this back, see what you guys are talking about. I don't understand either, but some people do like wear their pants like that. It's crazy. So as you can see, that so that's a big event here. So right here, there's a hotel. We got this big hotel right there. We got the hot building. The lights are off at the moment. So the hot building is right there. That's a hotel. That big building is a hotel. That big building is past the club. There's a big club right there. And right in this block right here is PopFuzz. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on in the neighborhood, like literally a block away from my shop. That's why we get a lot of tourists walking by that do a lot of shopping. So this time of year is tourist season because this is when a lot of people visit New York City. From like April through the beginning of June is kind of the tourist season in New York. That's when we usually have our most sales. And then, oh, this is the Hedonist. If you guys watch Hot Ones, this is their official hot sauce is made by the Hedonist. They've actually been on, like, there's one episode, if you look up on Hot Ones Hedonist, you'll see a video where Sean Carroll actually walks right in front of my shop, and he walks in to interview Noah, my neighbor. And so this is the Hedonist. That's super cool. So then we got PopFuzz right here. That's my shop right there. So yeah, it's a fantastic location. And that's why I meet a lot of celebrities and stuff, because of all the coolness that's going on. And then we'll go over here. One block this way is the waterfront. So it's actually a beautiful neighborhood. And that's why a lot of people come here to hang out and just relax. Okay, hopefully it doesn't cut out the signal too badly over here. I don't even know what time it is. The store says hello, Tina. Oh, I hear a bag rustling. So preview of tomorrow night. That bag right there is rustling. I'm kind of scared. There's probably a street candy pirate hanging out right there. It's not street candy pirate night though. Oh, whoa. Okay, that one scared me. There's one that just jumped right in front of me. Let me jump a little bit. Street candy pirate. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, this area right around where my store is on these little side streets, it's getting really bad lately. I'll see dozens a night when I'm walking over here. Oh crap. Oh crap, there's like 8 of them here. Holy crap. Oh my god, there's so many right there. Holy crap. Oh, there's one. All right, a little preview of what we're gonna be doing tomorrow night. Holy crap. Yeah, it does not, okay, there's so many right here. Oh my god, Retro, you like this, right? This is, oh, that's a small one. That's just a mouse. That was just a mouse or a baby rat. The ones that get to small cat size are the ones that really terrify me. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's one. Oh, that one's climbing up the fence. Holy crap, that's terrifying. Yeah, this is why Allison, I mean, as you see, my shop is literally a block away. Allison doesn't like having the door open. We used to leave the door open in the spring for the beautiful weather to let fresh air come in. But she's terrified that one day some of them are going to just run right in. Whew. Yeah, all right. Real preview. That's what we'll be doing tomorrow night. We know this is a good spot to come because apparently there's a whole colony right there. All right, that kind of scared me. I actually jumped because one ran like a foot from my foot. But like I said, you need to have the street candy for the street candy pirates to get excited. So tomorrow night when there's big piles of it, they'll be jumping in it like me jumping into a pile of comic books on the sidewalk. Yeah, it probably is a whole colony or a whole family of them. Oh, Empire State Building was purple and blue earlier. Now it's like a teal. Why? What's the teal color tonight? Someone look that up. I'm just curious why it's teal now. That made me jump. That made me jump. Yeah, so that bar is still happening. There's about 30 people in that bar hanging out. So yeah, this neighborhood's a very nightlife type neighborhood. We used to stay open really late. Like sometimes we keep the shop open till like 10 o'clock at night, but we wouldn't sell that much at night. So we realized it's just not worth it. Sometimes you realize you just can't try to make money every minute you can because you don't have any life to do anything else other than that. We used to have a bar right across the street from us though. So when that bar was open, we used to, or if like Rough Trade was open, we would stay open if they were open. All right, we're gonna go back this way, I think. We're just gonna do the side loops. I'm a little scared though because we're still in the general area where the street candy pirates are kind of active, kind of terrifying. At least I never had one charge at me or anything. That would be like terrifying. Terrifying. Melody, I would squeal like a mad woman myself. I almost squealed before when it ran a foot away from me. If it actually touched me, I would be like, I don't know what I would do. I'd go crazy. But yeah, I've never actually had one touch me or like charge at me. They just kind of run past me. Something about the store, every time I see it, it makes me want to create something. There's like all these little plants inside, but there's also yarn and stuff. Tina probably would. I'll have to clip that as a short. But yeah, I love all the little plants in here. And then on this side, there's all like yarn and like crafty stuff, like little notebooks and pens and paper and stuff. It's just a weird combination of stuff, but I absolutely love it. Always when I see that store, I feel like I want to create something. Okay, we got Street Kid. Oh, okay, that one made me jump. That one made me jump. Oh my god, fucking city rats. Oh my gosh, that one made me jump a little bit. Oh, very interesting, Marlana. Thank you. I love that they do another little recognition thing each night. I wonder how many people actually look that up each night. Because I'm always curious. I mean, I'm allergic to lots of things, so that's very much appreciated. Whew. Oh, that one really made me jump. It was close. I think that was half a foot away. Half a foot. That's the closest one we've seen. So tomorrow night we're gonna get into the thick of it. Once all the trash, the street candy's out on the curb. It's really, it's gonna make us jump. You guys ready? Dude, I started taking off a little bit. That one made me jump. We really haven't had, it's only in the last 6 months or so, it's really become a noticeable problem. Okay, every time I see trash, I hear little bits of noise, a little bit skirring. Okay, let's get out of there. Now, some areas you'll see the little rat poison things that they put out. So, like, if we go to the left about 5 blocks, I don't see as many. But these 2 or 3 blocks right here, they seem really bad. No, I'll be fine. It's actually kind of fun. It's more like, I'm looking for them, right? So I'm looking to jump. It's a jump scare. It's like I'm playing FNAF or on a roller coaster. Not like a surprise jump, but like a thrill. Okay, something's skirring over there. Keep hearing little noises. Little noises everywhere. I think the other night I saw about 7 or 8 over here somewhere on the side street. I think it was on Berry. But now I know which street. We're going to be just circling these streets for an hour or two tomorrow, I think. Martina, I appreciate all the times you do hang out. If you missed one show, that's okay. You don't have to be in every one of my shows. I appreciate it, but you don't have to be. I'll be back with more. Tomorrow's show is going to be kind of gross anyway, so it might just be it'll just be retro watching the whole time. Yeah, no, I don't want to step on. That'd be gross. I don't even think about it. Yeah, don't even say that. I really don't like them. It is, but at least it's not Freddy Krueger jumping out to kill me. It's just street candy pirates having a fun time. She just might have to watch it back. Who knows what will happen tomorrow night. I don't know. Last week too, I had 2 people really excited to be on stream and 2 people really mad to be on stream. So we might have some crazy people tomorrow night as well. Yeah, and who knows what will happen tomorrow night. Tina might rewatch it over and over again when I squeal when I get a street candy pirate jumping at me or something. Tomorrow's gonna be fun and gross at the same time. Can't wait. Yeah, I saw 1 or 2 mice as well. Mice is something in the neighborhood you see a lot, but it's the rats that really creep me out. Retro, I have no idea. I've seen enough zombie movies, I'd start moving my ass, I guess. But yeah, usually they're just having fun in the trash. I'm not tasty for them. Yeah, Halloween night will be super fun. Trying to think of all the different nights. I want to try to do a bunch of the events. In July, they have the Lady Mount Carmel Festival. So we'll walk around that a few nights. That's when there's just like carnival rides and street food and stuff and street games. So that would be all set up. And then we can maybe try to do a couple of the parades this summer. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see how hot it gets too. Because if it's really hot, I might not want to walk. Can't even talk anymore. I probably won't want to walk during the day if it's too hot. I do have to say, I'm not even feeling the burning or anything in my feet that I normally get a little bit of. These socks are really nice. I bought them because they're long distance running socks, so they're kind of to prevent getting blisters and stuff, and to help cool your feet off. So I'm happy I got them. I don't know if I'd want a rat joining me on my walks. That sounds very, yeah, that doesn't sound very good. This is starting to act wonky. I don't know how close we are to the camera dying. I've gone as much as 2 hours and 25 minutes and as short as 1 hour and 45 minutes before the camera quits. But I think we're still good. At just the stabilizer's acting slightly wonky. Oh, listen, you can hear the subway. You hear the subway? So right under here in the grate is this is an event for the subway right there. So we're right above the L train at the moment. Getting the New York sounds. Yeah, no, I can handle rats because they're just having a fun time, but alligators may actually want to take a bite out of you. So yeah, alligators and snakes, that I don't want. That I don't think I can handle that. I don't know if I want pop walks in Florida. Maybe though. Maybe one day I'll get down to Florida. It's been a while since I was in Florida. When I did that tour following Ani DeFranco for a couple weeks, I was in Florida for like 4 days. I saw her in Tallahassee, Orlando, and I think one more town, more southern Florida. Not Miami though. I forget what the third city was. Funko NFTs are stupid. First of all, the reason why you collect Funko Pops is because they're a cheap $10, $12 toy, $15 now. So you collect them because they're affordable. NFTs, they're not affordable. You have to spend $50, $100 just to get each one. It's not affordable. It's just a total gimmick to allow Funko to make $50, $100 per pop. It's really scummy. I never got into them, and that's one of the things I think has harmed the Funko community. Too serious. Let's talk about street candy. I'd rather look at those than Funko Pops at the moment. Subway. Yeah, Subway usually smells a little bit funky. But not always like terrible. And usually in the Subway it's pretty okay because they have air conditioning or air filtration. But yeah, sometimes if you see a Subway car, it's really busy and all the cars are packed, and then you see a Subway car that looks empty, don't go on it. It means that there's probably like a homeless dude that hasn't washed in a month and it smells real bad. That's just New York City tip for you. Don't go in the empty car if the rest of the cars are really, really, really full. But yeah, NFTs are stupid. I mean, I might collect them down the road if I ever start collecting and I can collect, or if let's say the pop market absolutely falls apart to the point where no one's, they're not selling and people are giving them away for like $10, I'll buy some NFT ones just to have them. But I didn't want to pay $50, $100 or $200. Yeah, they are stupid. It's stupid. You have to play these gimmicks where you open a virtual pack. How stupid is that? Open this virtual pack and then you have to collect the virtual cards and you have to trade with people to try to get them. I want a physical thing. And I don't have to play games and I don't have to gamble to try to get the thing I want. There's literally people who spend $200 and they don't get enough to get the thing. $200 for a freaking $10, $15 toy. For $200, you can get an amazing hot toy figure. You can get a really cool Kotobukiya statue or 3. You can actually probably get 3 Kotobukiya statues for that. You could get, Marvel Legends figures. You could get 10 of those. There's so many other amazing things that you could buy for $200 than like a $15 vinyl toy. You could get like a limited edition art toy or 5. You could get like my robot's $30. Limited edition of 350. You can buy 7 of them. 7 cool toys like that for the same price. So stupid. So yeah, that's how I feel. I think the NFTs has really harmed the company a lot. The physical redeemables hold value, right? But they're not going to gain value. I mean, they'll gain some value, but your entry point is $50 to $100 and a year wait to get them. Or you buy them when they get released for $150, let's say. You're paying $150 for a $10 toy. So it's not the value. There's no value there. You're paying the value because they're telling you it's hard to get, so you have to pay a lot for it. But what are you getting? Nothing of real value. Yeah, for $200, I can buy 7 Katie Keene comic books, like really awesome 70-year-old comic books that I'm having fun collecting them. For $200, you can buy an original, some old school Funko Pops from 2014 that are actual rare, that have been around a long time, that have demand. There will be no nostalgia demand for NFTs because there's no kids that are buying those. It's only adults. So they're basically buying them like Beanie Babies where they think they'll be worth more, which maybe they might be. But for the most part, there's not enough people getting into them that really create the demand for them. I mean, you could buy a lot of cheese. You could probably feed a street candy pirate for like a year for $200. It's a limited piece count, but how limited are they? 1,500, 1,000, 2,000? Right? They're not that limited. It's not like you're getting a 24-piece piece. You're getting something that's like 1,500, 2,000, 4,000, 5,000. Right? Look up Funko Pops in general. The stuff that's 1,500 pieces, they go to about $50 usually. Occasionally, it'll be a couple of 200. So you're already overpaying, and you're basically paying Funko the flipper price. They got them new instead of buying them for retail. Like, you have no chance to get them for retail. You're automatically already paying a flipper price. The Funko get the chance to get them. So then there's like, you're already paying $50, $100. So like, maybe it'll sell for $150 to $200 when it comes out, but that's it. It's going to stay at that price. There's no long-term value potential in them. And most of the ones they're making stuff for old people, right? They're making Popeye. They're making Star Trek. They're making Transformers. Like, there's no kids buying that stuff, so there's no nostalgia for it. So that stuff's not going to have value in 30 years or 20 years. Yeah, and a limited con pop, you can buy for $15 at the con. So there's going to be people that have a chance to get the limited con pop for $15. And then maybe secondhand you'll sell them for $100 or $150. Then the price comes down. The Black Lightning, he's limited to what? 1,000 pieces or whatever. He went to $500 when he came out. Then he dropped down. He's $40 now. Exactly, Retro. And Carl, exactly. So you're not buying NFT pops anyway, because if they're $150, if you can't buy a Sideshow toy, you definitely can't buy a limited Funko Pop. It's kind of stupid. It's all a cash grab. It's a way for them to sell the same $15 pops, but they're not selling for $15 anymore. They're selling them for $50 to $100. No, and I love Star Trek. Star Trek's amazing. What I'm saying is the people that love Star Trek are 45 years old and older. They're not young kids. So in 10, 15 years, there's no 10-year-olds that are going to be buying them because of nostalgia reasons. Any cool collectible that's designed to cash into an adult market that grew up on that kind of stuff, it will never have value. It's like 1990s 12-inch G.I. Joes, 1990s Barbies designed for the collector market. Anything that's designed for the collector market never goes up, because if someone has money and they're going to spend money, they're going to buy stuff from their childhood, not a toy they bought when they're 40 years old. But yeah, no, I love Star Trek. Star Trek is amazing. As a kid, like when I was a lonely 12-year-old when Next Generation came out, that show means so much to me. I would record them off TV and I would watch them over and over and over again. Yeah. I mean, in a sense, that's what they're doing. They're not making men gay, but they're making ad icons from stuff from the 60s. Most of the people, like when they make those Hanna-Barbera stuff, it's for people that watch them and rewind in the 80s, or people that are even older, 60-year-olds. Eventually you get to the age where you're so old you don't want to buy stuff anymore, because you're just, you're getting closer to death, so you're not going to buy a bunch of cheap plastic. So Mr. Brightside, that is super lucky. On average, it's going to cost you, I calculate, it's $50 to $100 each. So you won out, but then someone else spent $200 and didn't get any. So it's a gamble. It's just like, when, I've scratched off the lottery ticket and I've won $50. I've also lost hundreds of dollars, $1 at a time. I don't have any Mego in the store right now, but I do have 3 or 4 of the original figures in my own collection. I love Mego figures. I think Mego figures are amazing. But I grew up with them, so I'm very nostalgic for them. Now, retro, most of the stuff that Funko dumped in the junkyards was not Funko Pops. It was their Gamerverse stuff and some of their other failed lines. So it wasn't actually, maybe some bigger Funko Pop sets, like the 10-inch ones and whatnot. It really wasn't Funko Pops. It was just stuff that had failed. So I think it was stupid for them to do that. They should have done something where they distributed it at cost or for shipping costs to a bunch of small stores to really do like a big give back to the community kind of thing. But yeah, it's all about the tax savings, they say. Yeah, no, I like a good mystery gamble, but only if I know that I'm going to win out no matter what. That's why I like the KRS comic boxes, because I know even the worst boxes are worth more than I pay. Yeah, they're a waste of money, but I mean, occasionally you do win, like, you know, scratch it off, you make $50. And that's fun. But over time, you're going to lose money. Sweet. Yeah, I really love Star Trek. Old school Star Trek is really cool to me. And I do like the Star Trek Pops. Like, those are, I'm going to keep probably all my original ones I have. Not the ones that they or the new wave they did like a couple years ago. But all my original 2013 Star Trek Funko Pops I'm keeping. Because those ones are cool and really hard to get. Now, the Funkoverse games, I did like the little figures in them, though. They were cool little mini Funko Pops. They were really fun figures. So I like the games for the figures, but the games themselves were kind of stupid. Hey, it's all right. We're all kids at heart. That's the thing in my store. I have literally 21-year-olds who come in and see something that they had as a kid from 10 years ago. And they're like, oh, man, I'm old. Everyone, when they see something from their childhood, they're like, oh, I'm old. And the point of my shop is Okay. We got a little movement in that pile right there. I don't know if it was the wind or street candy pirate. I heard something. Okay, I don't hear anything. Who was I? Yeah, Star Trek Pops are cool though. But I did sell off my newer ones, like the Spock holding a cat. A couple of those new ones I saw, because those I know down the road, if I do rebuild the collection, I'll be able to get those. Those aren't really going up in value. The ones I'm keeping are like the old school, the Orion Slave Girl, the original cast, all those guys. That was a toy line I really liked in the 90s too. I was collecting them, but that was also designed at an adult marketplace. So when I was in my 20s, I was buying the Playmates figures. I thought those things were really cool. When they came out with the original cast play set, it was like the Enterprise captain's chair and the whole bridge with the whole cast on it. I thought that was such a cool place. I remember buying that at Toys R Us. Yeah, I wouldn't invest in Funko right now. Obviously, there's going to be days when it goes up, and there's days it's going to go down. I really don't know if I have a huge prospect in them at the moment. I haven't been really happy with what they've been doing the last couple of years. It really all started about 2 years ago or 3 years ago. No, I think it was 2 years ago. They kept us from buying anymore because we didn't buy enough. So it used to be you could spend about $5,000 a year with Funko and you were able to have an account. Then they upped it. They said you didn't buy enough a year. Oh, this is fun. They switched out the windows again. These are always fun windows. They switched it up to $25,000. So you had to spend $2,000 a month with Funko to keep going. And then after that, now they switched it up. I think you have to spend either $50,000 or $100,000 a year to buy from them. So basically, they make you have to deal with the small distributors like Entertainment Earth, which I don't like Entertainment Earth at all. I had a really bad experience with them as a distributor. The problem with distributors is they want you to buy like 50,000 of one item to give you any kind of decent discount. Whereas with Funko, I could order 6 figures and get them for like an okay price. So I could buy just a small amount for my shop. I didn't have to buy massive amounts to try to sell online for nothing. Yeah, that store always has cute stuff in the window. It was in this lot right here. For the last few years, they were doing the Brooklyn Flea Market, but they stopped. They're not doing this year. I kind of missed it. It was fun to come over here and do some comic haul videos and stuff. I wish they were still here doing that. Yeah, Funko wants to be a toy company because Funko is still small compared to Mattel and Hasbro, and even I think Jakks Pacific still sells more than Funko. And Jakks Pacific feels like a little teeny shop. Even though Funko feels like they're way more mass produced, they really aren't. They just make a lot more variety, so you see a lot more of them. But most of the toy companies, like when Mattel makes Barbies, they'll make 500,000, or at least if there's 5,000 Targets and each Target orders a case of 6, that's 30,000 like minimum. So the big companies, they sell a lot more. I remember talking to Ty, and I was asking them like why they didn't do certain Beanie Boos, and she said, Ty does not like to do any doll unless they're making at least 30,000. 30,000 was very, very minimal. No, I don't think so. Not yet. Maybe we went past the blue. We might have went past the Blue House. I wasn't paying attention. I'm just chatting. But yeah, so Funko made it so little mom and pop stores couldn't order from them anymore, and so that took out a lot of the heart and soul for me for Funko. I didn't buy a lot from them, but it wasn't occasionally nice to order maybe like a case of Michael Jordan figures, maybe some mystery minis. Maybe I would occasionally get like a box of, Notorious B.I.G. Just stuff that would sell really well in the shop that I kind of like keeping in stock. I couldn't do that anymore, and it kind of sucks. But it's fine. I'd rather just buy collections from people, because when I buy from a person, I'm not helping the corporation. I'm helping people out. And that's why I'm paying less lately, and I feel kind of bad about it. I wish I could pay more. Just the market is kind of weak right now on Pops. Although I did have someone recently offer me a collection of older stuff. I think the older stuff I'm going to start paying up again for a little bit. As long as it's like 2015 and earlier Pops and like better characters. And their collection had a bunch of early Harley Quinns and Jokers and stuff. Stuff that I know that will sell. Whew. Oh, we're at an hour and 52 minutes. This is great. I feel like my stamina is getting good because I feel like I want to keep going right now. But I'm probably at maybe 15,000 steps for the day. So the big chain stores stopped ordering too because they weren't selling as well. So Funko, they'll make, if there's 5,000 Targets and they make an exclusive for Target, they might make 20 or 30,000 of them. And then if Target doesn't sell them, they still have to sell the inventory. So then they put it on their own website and stuff. That's the problem. When you're trying to make a toy company, but you're making things that are collected, because kids aren't really playing with Funko Pops. I mean, my son played with them just because I had something around, but Funko Pops aren't really a kid's toy. So you can't really make mass produce as if it's a kid toy. Any of the Funko Pops that they try to replicate gross characters and they do a terrible job, like the Stranger Things creature that was like the blob of people, it looks like a dog shit. That one's hideous. Trying to think, I think there's one or two more that just looks like a giant dump. Those ones are always the worst. One I really like is when they do like lots of details and have some like clear translucent parts, like the Cosmic Ghost Rider with the little Thanos on his neck. That one's amazing because it has so many different types of printing and colored plastic. The Luna from Harry Potter, where she has her glasses on, that one's amazing too. That has a lot of detail. I like the ones that have lots of little detail. I think that's when they do their best. All right, where are we? I gotta figure out. I'll go visit the Blue House. I think it looks like a freaking turd. There's another one that looked like a turd though. I can't remember which one it was. I was just like, it was just such an ugly pop. I feel like they didn't need to make that pop because there wasn't anyone that actually wants that pop. I don't care how much you like Stranger Things. That thing was just so disgusting. You didn't need that one in your collection. Just way too ugly. Yeah, anime usually do a good job making. I feel like there's someone on the staff that appreciates the anime. So the anime ones always look good. Also, the early 60s cartoon ones always look good because you know that's like the stuff they love, the executives. Sometimes the 80s stuff, I feel like they phone it in a little bit. Like certain lines, I feel like, and some of the Marvel stuff, I felt like they did an awful job with. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they're just cheap and lazy, and then sometimes I feel like they make amazing figures. Like game ones usually look really amazing. All right, I think we're at, I think when we hit 2 hours, I think that's, oh, look what I found. All right, I got to the blue house. Did you guys see the blue house? Because I got there and then the signal went out. I don't know if you guys missed it. You saw it. Okay, you saw it. Sweet. I guess we need to double check the library box too. While we're over here, we might as well look, see if there's anything new and exciting. Oh, you know what we're going to be doing tomorrow night too? We're going to be looking for the garage sale notes. We'll see if there's any garage sales that we can go to. Oh, Joe's Pizza is hopping, full of people eating pizza. The Disney ones are usually pretty good. Although I feel like all the art series were very lazy. All the ones where they would like dip them and stuff, they just look terrible. All right, night, Carol. See you later. Okay, my legs are starting to feel tired, but my feet actually feel really good. These socks are amazing. I really need to, I might order more pairs. Okay, let's see what we got in here. We got some interesting looking stuff. We got, a thing on CBD. That's interesting. More CBD. Got a whole bunch of CBD literature, but not in English. New York Guide from 2016. Everything's closed. And more CBD. That's funny. It's all CBD books. And I take CBD daily, so that's cool. I'm already a convert. I mean, not currently, but there might be some historic ones. I don't know. I know. I'll have to look it up. I'm going to do that one of these days. I'm going to look up for some locations to show you guys. But there is Henry Miller, who wrote the Tropic of Cancer book. He grew up in the neighborhood, so his house is here and a couple blocks from here, actually. We probably passed it 1,000 times. I'll look it up. I'll do some research to show you guys some historical places to look at. Or if there's anything famous. There is the bowling alley that the guy went to that had Ebola, a few years back. They were long distance running socks. I think they were Danish made. They were kind of expensive. It was $25 for 3 pairs, so $8 a pair. So they seemed expensive, but the reviews on Amazon seemed really good. So I thought, since I'm trying to walk more and more mileage, and I did get the one blister on my foot, I was like, I need to get better socks. Now, when I walk with my thermal winter socks I love wearing, they're really thick. It was really good, but there's the one day it got really hot. I wore just like regular socks, and that's when I got the blister. So I was trying to find a sock that was lighter and not as hot to wear, but that would also cushion my feet. And so far, they've been really nice. They feel good. My feet don't feel hot at all. I'm not feeling any wear in my feet. Like normally with the other socks, my toes would start feeling kind of hot, but I feel like the heat is not building up on them. So they're actually really comfortable. I can almost tell right away as soon as I put them on, they were comfortable. I'll Melody, just leave a comment after the video and just write, let me know about the socks, and then I'll link on Amazon. I'll give you a link to the socks I bought, because I'm actually really happy with them so far in this first walk. And they feel like when I put them on, I could kind of tell that the middle was cooling. Like it had enough airflow that they weren't overheating. We're back. When it starts disconnecting, I don't know if it's the neighborhood or if we've been going 2 hours straight, so my phone might be getting close to being dead. It starts acting up sometimes when the charge is getting low. That's another thing. I ordered a portable charger so that if I do a big long walk, we can try to hit 3 hours. And I also bought a portable, or like a really small tripod that can go in my backpack that I can set up if I want to just set up and look at something. So I'm getting the tools to do more amazing walking content for you guys. Yeah, but all right, I'm getting tired. It's been 2 hours now. We just hit the 2 hour mark. I think I'm gonna call it for the night. It's been fun. Yeah, it's getting late. It's been a lot of fun. I didn't know how it would go tonight. Because when I started, I was just like, I didn't know what to talk about. I didn't really have a plan for today. I had a plan for earlier today that kind of didn't go through. But it was actually a lot of fun. I appreciate all you guys hanging out with me all day. It's a good 2 hours. And some of you guys have been here almost the full 2 hours, I think. This is crazy for me. So yeah, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow night we'll be hunting for rats, looking for people having a fun time, and looking for garage sale signs. Okay, see you guys soon. Bye.